Hello, Stampers. My name is Marilyn Perrin, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Prince George, BC. Are you having trouble keeping track of your dimensionals and your glue when you're trying to make a card or do a video? Well, I'm going to show you a little bit of a solution. Now, I'm not going to say it's going to solve the problem, but it'll help you keep them organized, hopefully. Today, we're going to make one of these. This is an old one that I made. It's a glue caddy. It holds your Tombow, your glue dots, your dimensionals, and your tear and tape. But I'm going to make one a little bit different today. I'm going to make a side pocket to hold my Stampin' Seal and another pocket in the back to maybe hold some embellishments that I'm going to be using, say, making while I'm making a card. So this is what we're going to be making. So let's get started. Okay, I'm going to use some Misty Moonlight. This is one of my favorite in colors, and unfortunately it's going to be retiring. So if you like it, if you're like me and you like it, you really need to order some before it goes on the clearance list. Okay, so we're going to start with a piece of this. This is going to make the glue dot pocket, and it's 6 by 5, and we're going to score it on the short side. Oops, I didn't get my score it on the short side at 1 and at 4. And then we're going to turn it, and we're going to score it at 3 and again at 4. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and I better put my ticket back on there. This is for the dimensions, and it's 6.5 by 9.5, and we're going to score it on the short side, and we're going to score it at 1 inch and at 5.5. Okay, and then we're going to rotate it, and we're going to score it at 4.25 and at 5.25. Okay, so that's for the dimensions. This one is for the tear and tape, and we're going to score it. It is, 8.25 by 6.5. These dimensions will be on my blog, so if you want to make it, they'll certainly be there. So this is 8.25 by 6.5, and we're going to score it on the short side, once again at 1 inch and at 5.5. And rotate it. On the long side, we're going to score it at 4.25 and 5.25. Okay, and this one is for the Tombow glue, and it is 6 by 3.25, and we're going to score it on the short side, and we're going to score it at 1 inch and 2.25. Rotate it, and we're going to score it at 3 inches and at 4. Okay, and one more. This is for this Stampin' Seal, and it is 5.25 by 9 inches. Scored on the short side once again. Scored at 1 inch. And then on the long side, hopefully I've just turned it the right way. Yeah, I think so. 1 inch. This one was a little trickier to make. 2 inch, 5 inch, and 6-inch. So hopefully this one's right. Okay, so they're all done. Get this out of the way. Okay, so now we'll start with our pockets, and we're going to fold and burnish these and give them a good crease so that you can, it'll lay flat, nice and crisp corners. Okay, so then we're going to cut out our tabs. We're going to cut down here and at our 1 inch, and we're going to just take out little wedges. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And cut out some wedges. This just makes our tabs a little bit flatter and nicer to work with. And we're going to use some tear and tape. And let's see, I want this tab to go in, and I want this to go on the outside so that I've got a nice crisp front. Okay, so I want to glue here and on these tabs on the inside, so these two. Haven't used it for a few days. Not quite sure what's going on. There we go. I'm gonna remove that. Okay, so then we'll glue this along the edge, fairly close to the edge. Oops. And another one here. And I'm using tear and tape because I want it to be fairly sturdy and stick. And we'll put a little bit. This goes, I guess this goes on this side, on the inside. And we'll do the same thing on this side. Interesting. Okay. And put a little bit on this. Okay. Grab my pokey tool. Oh, I should have had this out sooner. And it's not cooperating. Okay. So then I'm just going to remove the tape off here. I should have given this a good burnish before I remove it. And then just remove it from this end. And from here. And this one. Oops, that one didn't stay down very well. Okay, so we want this tab to go on the outs. Oh, I did it in the wrong. We're going to put this one in the inside instead. But I wanted it on the outside to give it a little bit more stability. So put your glue on the outside tabs. And this one goes on this way. And by putting the tab, the short tab on between here, it gives it, like I said, a little more stability, and then you're not running it in here. This isn't going to matter much. Okay, so then I'm going to take my bone folder and give it a good burnish. Okay, so that's our glue pocket. So then we're going to do the stamp. I'm going to leave that one to the last because I'm not sure that one's right. All right, so this one is for the tombow. Once again, give it a score on the creases, on the fold lines. And you want nice crisp corners. Okay, so once again, cut this, make some tabs. So cut this on the fold lines and cut out some wedges. And do the same thing on this side. Now, this goes, oops, I didn't do the wedges. I was too concentrating on making sure I put the glue on the right side. Okay, so this goes like this. The tabs go on the outside, like this. And it goes, and the tab goes like this, and like this. Okay, so I want to glue this, and so these two. All right, let's try this again. Oops, I want this a little closer to the edge. Tear and tape. And a little bit on this tab. Now you can use liquid glue, but yeah, it takes longer to dry, and with the tear and tape, it's it's almost instant glue. But you do want it to be fairly sturdy and well glued so that it's not going to come apart on you. And like I said, I'm not going to guarantee this is going to keep you from losing your glues, but it'll help. I do find it does help me. But it's a case of pick it up and put it away when you're using it. Okay, I just want to cut this off a little bit here. All right, now with my pokey tool, remove the tape. And I am using Misty Moonlight as my card base, or my box base. And I don't know if you're aware, this is one of the in colors that's going to be retiring this year. Actually, in just a month or so. And so if you are like me and really like it, you better order your um, refills and paper and everything now, because once this goes on the clearance rack or last chance, it will disappear very quickly. Okay, so then we're going to just push this down, and again here, and give it a good burnish. And for these, I'm going to cut these on an angle, just from corner to corner. And do the same thing with this one. From one corner to the other. And this one. Okay, and these will go together like this when we're gluing them. So this is for the tear and tape. So once again, score on your score lines. Okay, and once again, we're going to cut the tab. So just cut it along the line. And then cut out some wedges. And like I said, the reason for cutting the wedges, it just takes the bulk out of your corners, and it makes them lay nicer. Okay, so then we'll tape this again. And the tab. And on this side again. Once again, near the close to the edge. And this one. Okay, give this a quick little burnish. To make it flat. And take my pokey tool and remove the protective tape cover. And like I said, this video will be on my blog, so you'll be able to watch it, and the measurements for this will also be on my blog. And it's at creatingartwithmarilyn.com. And if you happen to place an order using my online store, the host code this month, and you can go directly from my store at my blog. Will take you directly to the Stampin' Up store. Okay, so once again, fold this in this in there, and this one here, and this there. Okay, I'll take the bone folder once again and give it a good burnish on both sides. And we're going to cut the corners off this one. This one, I'm just going to leave it. There's one that I don't cut the corners off, and I'm just going to leave it for now because I'm not sure which one it is. This one is the one we cut the corners off. Okay. Oh, getting a mess here. All right, so once again, fold on your score lines. And cut your tab. And notch it out. And do the same thing on this side. And cut the wedge. And let's see. This is the same height, so it doesn't matter which side you glue it on. Tear and tape. And a little bit on this tab. Okay, give it a little bit of a burnish. And remove the protective tape. And do the other side. All right, fold the tab in. And this side. Oops. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Okay, and this one. You want nice square corners. And grab my bone folder and give these a little bit of a burnish. Okay, so what this is going to look like is you'll have two boxes like this, and then one here and one here. Okay, so that's the start of it. And then hopefully I've done this one right. This one was a little tricky to do when I was doing my prototype, so hopefully I've got it right. Oh, I think I do. All right. So what we're going to end up with, we're going to cut these tabs here. Okay. And these ones. Okay, so we're going to put glue. This is going to go on the inside. Yeah, on the inside. On this side. Okay, that goes like that. And then glue on these two tabs. Okay, that goes like that. Those go in, and I want glue on this one, on the inside. All right, remove the glue or the tape. Oops. Maybe should have moved that one last. Where's my silicone mat? Oh, I don't see it here. Well, let's see. So I'll just have to be careful and not lay it down. Should remove those ones later. Okay. All right, so this goes on the back. Whoops, 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 whoops. Uh-oh. Don't stick. Oh goodness, what a mess. There. Okay. This tab should have come off. Okay. So fold these ones in and this side. Fold these ones in and this tab down. Get a nice straight and there. And give this a good burnish. And the same thing for up here. Okay. Now, our box is going to look like this. Okay. Now, this is going to be a little trickier to cut down. I want to grab a pencil, and this is about the same. Let's see, we'll measure it. Where's my ruler? This is 2 inches. So then we'll go up. Let's see, this is, that's the back side. Okay. Yeah. Okay, go up 2 inches. And give it a mark. Here and here. And then from here to here should be from here to here. And from here to here. Okay. Now, let's glue, before I cut that, let's glue this together. You want to glue, put tear and tape all the way around this, just to give it some extra stick. Like I said, you can use liquid glue or your seal, but I find that this will hold better. And one in the middle, just for precaution's sake. Okay, remove this. So are you all excited to see the new in colors? They've been giving the demonstrators some hints as to what the colors are. And I'm quite excited to see the new colors. They're look like they're going to be quite nice to work with. All right. This is a little trickier to burnish. I didn't quite get that flat, but it'll do. It's only a tape holder, right? So we'll glue this on. Unfortunately, the tear and tape doesn't give you any wiggle room, but it's a little sturdier. Maybe I should have used the liquid glue for this. And one down the middle. Hopefully you guys can see what I've been doing. Okay, and this one we're going to put on here. And that's the start of our box. And our little glue pocket. Tear and tape. See, this may not solve the problem because I can't even find my tear and tape. Okay. I need a little bit of glue on here as well. All right, there it is. Okay, and this goes on here. Oops, something's not quite right. I didn't quite get it on there. Oops, guess it's stuck. This didn't quite go where it should have. A little bit of a wall there. This side works. Okay, so now I'm going to take this and draw a line. This will be better. Okay, and on this side, I'm going to do the same thing. This angle here isn't right. Oh, right. Don't take it from there, take it from here. So 1 inch from here. So 1 inch from here to here. And 1 inch from here to here. Oops, it moved on me. There to there. Which one do I want to erase? There to there. All right, let's cut these off. There. And we'll just erase my lines that weren't the right ones. Okay, and that should fit right there. Okay, well that's close enough. And some tear and tape. Give these a little bit of a burnish. There. And that's our box. And you can decorate it any way you like. And our Tombow fits in there. Our glue dots fit in here. Our Stampin' Seal fits in there. And some glue dimensionals. And there's even room here for some embellishments if you're working on a card and you don't know what embellishments that you want. They'll also fit in there. So that's our box. You can decorate it any way you like. I'm not gonna make you watch me decorate it. I'm just gonna put some DSP on the fronts and the sides of it. But I will post it in my blog, the finished project. Okay, so that's it for now. So like I said, if you are wanting, if you like the in colors, the DSP, or the in colors, the cardstock, and the ink pads, the refills, and some of the DSP will all be leaving us in May. So be sure to order them right away. Like the Misty Moonlight, the Cinnamon Cider, Polished Pink, and Just Jade will all be leaving. And some of them I'm really, really going to miss. Misty Moonlight, I think, was my favorite. Okay, so bye-bye for now, and we'll see you later. Bye.